Okay, so I want to talk about how to find a mentor because many people have been asking that in the comments. I've also got it on my Instagram DMs, and I'm literally going to give you the step-by-step plan on how to find a high-quality mentor. But there's a little bit of a twist to it. I have to give you a little bit of a hard time later on, but it will all be worth it.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a boring dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money, and just enjoying life? My name is Max Berger, and I've attained that freedom. No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
So the first thing that you need to know is a mentor can literally be anybody that is where you want to be, okay? It's not like there's like this magical mentor land and they're all like running around freely on the green grass and you could just go and pick one, okay? No. It's like a mentor is not a designated, I am a mentor certificate person. No, it's literally anybody that already is where you want to be, okay? So if you want to be extremely fit, a mentor can be the gym dude that you see at the gym every day that has a great physique, the exact physique you want to have. A mentor could be the person that already has the type of business that you want to have, the type of money that you want to have, the type of partner that you want to have. Any type of person that has the knowledge, skills, or ideal situation that you want to get to can become your mentor if you do a couple of the following things right. Biggest mistake people make in life in general, but especially in business, is this whole I'll figure it out by myself mentality. Dumbest idea ever. There's been people that have already made those mistakes for you, and now you want to do those mistakes again? It's like you see someone burning himself on an oven plate and then you're like, let me try myself just to be sure. No, they already burned themselves, okay? That's the whole idea about a mentor. The mentor is already where you want to be, so they made the mistakes for you already, so you don't have to do them anymore. So, stupidest mentality ever. I can figure it out by myself. Always get a mentor. Okay, so now you know who your potential mentor/mentors could be. Step number 2 is you gotta do a little bit of research. You gotta A, figure out where they are, and B, figure out what they need. And by A, I don't mean figure out where they live and knock on their door. That's extremely creepy and extremely weird. Don't do that. It's actually happened to me before. Don't do that. Don't knock on your mentor's door. That's how you get a restraining order, okay? Instead, what I mean by figure out where they are is like figure out what are the places they go to. Figure out where they usually hang out to when they're having a drink, when they're partying. What are the clubs they visit? Where do they play tennis? Where do they like to have their breakfast, right? And then kind of start getting access to these places and hang out there. Again, don't wait in front of the door of the Starbucks where your favorite mentor always gets his coffee and be like, oh my God, you're here, I can't believe it. No. Just start frequenting these places. Figure out how you gain access to that. And B, figure out what your mentor/mentors potentially could need. Now this can be a little bit tricky, and again, you have to do some proper research here. Basically, think about, okay, what is everybody trying to get from that potential mentor? What is everybody trying to give to that potential mentor? And how can I stand out of that crowd? I'll never forget that when I was traveling the world as a dating coach, every single guy I would meet would ask me for dating advice, right? Oh my God, hey, I have this problem. Can you help me out with this situation? La-di-da. And as amazing it is when you get recognized and when people seek your advice, that's great. I'm super grateful for that. It also at some point kind of gets tiring, okay? You kind of get sick of it when the same kind of stuff is asked to you. So I'll never forget, a guy reached out to me via email instead of just asking me the regular questions or maybe asking me if I could mentor him or mentor him for free, God beware, he said, you know what, Max, I've heard that you're a vegetarian and it must be extremely difficult for you to find good vegetarian options on your traveling. So I looked at your tour schedule and I've researched the best vegetarian spots at every single place you're going to. And that was something very, very out of the ordinary. And this guy actually ended up traveling together with me, and I did mentor him for free, and then we became very, very good friends. Just because of that one email that was different, that was seeking to give me some real value. And I've released videos similar to this before on my dating channel, and people are like, okay, that's right, give value. So some people would just like copy paste some Wikipedia article, like, hey Max, I heard you're into crypto. Here's the crypto thing, and it's just a copy paste Wikipedia article. No, like again, be thoughtful and give some real value. So that is part 2 of how to get a mentor. Figure out where they are, figure out how you can give value to them. We're gonna go get some food now, and let's go.
Hey, what's up?
Now, step 3 on how to get a mentor is actually reaching out to the mentor. This can be done in person, can be done in a meeting, can also be done via email or DM or whatever it is. Now, the thing is, usually a mentor is very honored when you say, hey, can I learn from you? But most mentors are not only honored, but they're also very, very busy and or easily creeped out by the masses of people who reach out to them asking to be mentored by them. So what you gotta do, what you gotta bear in mind when you reach out to those mentors is you gotta be quick and precise, and you can never ever creep them out. Most of the time when somebody approaches a mentor, they start to embark on their journey and their whole life story. So listen, I've been listening to you, here's my life situation, blah, 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 blah. The mentor is just gonna think, hey, I'm honored, thank you so much, but I'm kind of busy, can you get to the point? So again, you gotta be short and precise when you reach out to the mentor, and you should never be creepy. You should always be coming from a human standpoint of like, hey, love your stuff, here's my situation in 2 quick sentences. I would like to help you get this and that, and maybe in turn learn something for free. Understand that. And the next point here when it comes to reaching out to the mentor is, again, value giving. Find a way to give value to your mentor. That's where the whole spiel of figuring out what your mentor could potentially need comes in place, okay? That's where the whole spiel of understanding what does the mentor need, what could they potentially profit from. You gotta do proper research here. At the very, very, very least, what you can do is you can be a connector, which means if you know a lot of people, maybe the mentor needs a certain person in their life that they don't have access to yet, or at the very, very, very least, you could offer to work for free as a free intern. This is literally how I started my career. This is how many people who are working alongside with me now started their career. This is how many times it just starts. Because again, mentors are sick and tired of people who want to take advantage of them. Mentors are sick and tired of people that want to leech value from them. If you say, you know what, I'm here, I'm working for free, tell me what to do and I'll do it. At the very least, you can do that. And I want to say a little word about connecting people here as well. One of the best examples, one of the most beautiful examples I could give you here was actually the camera guy of a guy who did an interview with me. And they did an interview with me, and it was all fine, and literally as they're hopping into their taxi off to the airport, the camera guy says, hey Max, I've heard you wanted to start a model agency. My friend actually does have a model agency. Can I connect you? This guy connected me. The model agent was extremely happy, I'm extremely happy, and now we're all best friends. I'm so grateful for that guy that connected me. Again, that guy was not maybe able to give me proper, real one-on-one value, but he knew because he did some, because he did some research, he knew what I was looking for, and he had the right person, and that person was looking for some person like me, and he connected us. So if you're generally a networking friendly person that is very social, the role of the connector can be hugely beneficial when it comes to finding a high quality mentor. Which brings me to the next point, and that is many mentors actually offer paid mentorship programs. It's really that simple, and it's honestly the simplest and best way to do that, because figuring out where the mentor is and what kind of value they need to have, and then networking with them, it is a little bit complicated. So my preferred way is to just say, here's a bunch of money, mentor me, and also it kind of puts a little bit of obligation on the mentor, like, yo, I'm paying you actual money here, so pay some attention to me, help me out with that. And so I can highly recommend you seek out mentors that offer paid mentorship programs. It's that simple. Now, I hear what you're saying, like, but I don't have money. I'm too broke. Well, sell your Xbox, sell your car, get a random job. Okay, some random job. Save the money from that job until you have enough to start investing in mentorship programs. Many mentorship programs even offer payment plans. So the thing is really here, you've heard me saying that in the 5 rules of money, invest in yourself. Okay, an Xbox is great. A nice car is great. A nice big television, it's all great things. But at the end of the day, what is the ROI of an Xbox? The ROI of an Xbox, the return of investment, is you have some fun and some entertainment. What is the ROI of a mentorship program, of something where you learn, where you're truly investing in yourself? That always comes back 10x, 100x. It's incredible. You can even see that in one of my vlog videos where I'm literally buying my mentor a $15,000 Rolex. I'm not just giving him the money and so like, here's the money, here's a 15K Rolex, you're so great. No, it's because that mentor has made me so much more money that I'm so happy to give him a 15K Rolex. So again, get on board with mentorship programs. If you don't have the money, sell stuff that you don't need, save up the money all the way until you get to a point where you can use it to invest in yourself. That is by far the best way to get on board with a mentor. Okay, so long journey today, but I thought I'd add a little bonus section here towards the end of like pitfalls to avoid when it comes to finding a good mentor. And that is number 1, entitlement. Many people have a very, very bad and wrong entitlement about who they deserve to be mentored by, etc. Many people adapt the mindset of, I think the mentor should just really help me, and I think people should just really spoon feed me the exact things I need to do. Okay, I don't want to learn, just tell me what to do. It's a very unhealthy mindset to come from, because it doesn't put you in a position where you're open to receive knowledge, where you're open to receive things that might crash your reality a little bit, and you're not open to learning and executing if you're entitled. Entitlement is a very, very, very toxic. Instead, practice humility. Practice being humble enough to say, you know what, I don't know a lot. I may not be able to offer a lot yet, but I hope I will learn how to offer a lot, and then the right mentor comes. That is a more healthy, more empowering mindset to come from. The next thing that you need to be aware of at all costs is that good mentors have abundance. Okay, a good mentor has an abundance of people that wants to be mentored by them. Okay, so you need to adapt the mindset of, I need to stand out from the crowd in order to be able to be mentored by a high quality mentor. Okay, mentors have an abundance of people that want to learn from them. So the very, very least, you need to be extremely coachable. You need to be extremely open for new input, outside input. You need to execute. You need to be humble enough to take feedback and not, this is really key, and not become apologetic or explaining yourself when you made a mistake. A mentor will often give you good feedback once, and then you can either take it and be like, thank you, I'll execute. Or you can find an excuse like, yeah, I understand, but I couldn't do that because... The mentor will probably not care, okay? So you need to be coachable, which is exactly what the next point is about. You need to be coachable. You need to be open-minded. You need to be able to execute new things. You need to be able to take feedback well enough. Many times your ego will be involved, and I know that better than many other people. I have to force myself to be coachable. My business mentors, they don't sugarcoat things, and I instantly fall into this like pit of like, oh, I need to explain myself. I need to tell them why I couldn't execute. No, and I have to really put mental effort in there to be coachable enough, because only then I get my money's worth, and the mentor is also excited about working together with me. And last but not least, good advice is never for free. Okay, if there's a mentor who's just open to teach anybody entirely for free and devote hours upon hours of his time to any random schmuck that shows up, and that mentor is neither busy nor will he care if you execute. Like, if you find a mentor who would do everything for free, it's probably not high quality advice. You gotta adapt the mindset of being super duper happy to pay for really good advice, because only then you're also going to create enough leverage for you to actually execute that. Okay, I keep mentioning that, but if you look at my very first business, the dating advice business, I would release hundreds upon hundreds of hours of free
knowledge on my YouTube. The amount of people that would execute from that free knowledge on the videos was so alarmingly low, it was almost sad. And then when you put a price tag on something, an actually high ticket price tag on something, and you only give a fraction of the content to people, these people would execute like crazy because it creates leverage. Like, yo, I paid several $1,000s for this knowledge. Let me go execute that. Okay, it puts much more leverage on you than a free YouTube video that you kind of half-assed watch while you're eating, you know? So again, understand, free mentors are probably not going to be good mentors. You got to be willing to invest in yourself, adapt your own investment mindset, okay? That being said, it was a crazy journey. We're going to work on some jet lag now. And then tomorrow, I have a great seminar here in New York City. I'm very excited about that too. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so yet, hit that subscribe button right underneath this video. Also next to that is a little bell symbol. That way you join the notification squad. You always get notifications every time I'm uploading a new video. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Go watch another video on this channel. GG.